Hey there, and welcome to A Well-Rounded Life, the podcast, a space for creative entrepreneurs seeking an intentional life and biz filled with grace, passion, and purpose. I'm your host, Jamira. I'm a mama, wife, dessert fanatic, and on the ultimate mission to get you closer to your idea of what it means to live a well-rounded life. Right here is where you'll find curated resources, quick tips, and relatable stories, no matter what season of life you're in. So hang out with me for a bit and let's dive in. Hello, my friend. Hello. Welcome to A Well-Rounded Life podcast. Today is the season 4 premiere in our 51st episode. Guys, I am so excited, but can I let you in on a little secret? Today, I am feeling a whole bunch of emotions about this upcoming season. The first thing is, I can't believe we are on the 4th season of this podcast that I love so much, but more so because of what I know is to come. And you guys, it is going to be such a treat this season. I have some amazing guests and some topics that you requested, so I cannot wait to dive into that. But before I go any further, I'm excited to share that today's episode is sponsored by the Living Well-Rounded Merch Boutique, which is our very own online shop of comfy tees, notebooks, travel mugs, and more. You may remember that I launched the boutique in the last season, and you guys have been loving all the gear there. So thank you for your support. And head over to shopwellrounded.com and grab your Well-Rounder gear, or better yet, head over to the website and spread some joy and send someone a surprise gift to show your love, appreciation, or thanks. Use code SAVE10 and you can save 10% off of your purchase as my gift to you for tuning in today. Again, that's shopwellrounded.com, code SAVE10. All the details will be in the show notes as well. Tag me when you get your merch so I can see what you picked up. One more thing before I dive all the way in. I guess I should introduce myself to my new friends and say welcome back to my old friends. I'm Jamira Pollard, aka Gia, Jibu, Gigi, or simply G, depending on who I'm talking to and where you met me. But today I am your hostess and I am committed to bringing you all the resources to help you grant yourself some grace, live out your passion while walking in your purpose. That is my commitment to you here today and always as your well-rounded life and biz coach. I know that a lot of you that have been hanging out with me for a while have heard that phrase before, because that is our mantra here over on the Well-Rounded Life podcast and also my Well-Rounders tribe and community. And aside from being your hostess on this show, I am a coach for creative entrepreneurs and busy bees that are committed to making more money in their businesses by doing less work without sacrificing their sanity. The most important hat that I wear is wife and mom to 2 littles, and I am, like most of you guys, navigating the crazy that is happening in this season with virtual learning, kids home 24/7, parents both trying to do their jobs, and a whole lot of craziness along the way. But you guys, we are making it happen. We're making it work. And that is another reason why today's episode is so important, because I want you to make sure you are staying the course, staying focused, and making the best use of your time in this season of uncertainty. All right. So before I go on any further, I just want to remind you to subscribe to this podcast since we are back and we have a new season. Make sure you give us a 5-star rating and a quick review. That's so important as we grow this platform and move into a new season. So I am ready to dive in. I'm ready to get into the content. I have done enough speaking, so let's go. All right, so today's topic is one that I already know it, will make some of y'all feel some type of way. Actually, all of us, right? Most likely, all of us will feel some type of way after today's show, but maybe in different ways. I was having a conversation with my husband about what it means to be insecure. Not the TV show Insecure, but like legit insecure. I told him that it feels like us women, we tend to outwardly show our insecurities more so than men do. And my question for you is, do you agree or disagree? Do you feel like you know more women that seem insecure? And guys that may feel like they are very much solid and secure in who they are. Either way, my thought is this. We're allowed to feel some type of way every now and again as it pertains to our insecurities and things that make us feel a bit uneasy every now and again. However, something that I feel is just not okay at all is when we project our insecurities onto someone else. And you know what I'm talking about. So let's have a candid conversation. Picture this. You've been busy applying for jobs, trying to better yourself. You've been working on yourself and actually putting yourself out there so you can get you a man or whatever it is that you are seeking. You're making time to take care of your mental health. Heck, you've been even hitting the gym, working on your exterior. And then you discover there's someone else who has a similar path and they kind of want to do the same things that you're doing. They have the same vision. You know, they want that job because who doesn't want a new job that's going to elevate them? Or a man or woman that will take care of them, love on them, and support them and provide for them. I know I would, and I know I'm blessed to have that, and I know there are a lot of people who are still in search of that, so we can't take it for granted. And quick sidebar, if you know you have someone in your life that's holding you down, loving on you, making it easier for you to get things done, make sure today you go out of your way. Make sure you go out of your way to just show them some love and do something nice for them and let them know that they are appreciated. You can never go wrong letting people know that you appreciate them. So that's your nudge today, to go show some love to the people holding you down. Okay, so back to it. So we want to get things done. We want to elevate. We want to take it to the next level. And most likely, we may have friends that are trying to do the same thing. We have people in our circles, in our lives, that want to do similar things and reach similar heights because they say that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, because a lot of us tend to surround ourselves with like-minded people. And I did a whole show on that concept about making sure you are very mindful of the people that are in your inner circle. So make sure you go back, take a listen to some of our previous episodes because we speak a lot about that on the show, being in alignment with the people that are on the up and up, just like you are. But here's something that is not cool. It is totally not okay to be in toxic relationships and friendships surrounded by people that have their own insecurities that they try to project onto you. People who may be dealing with issues that have nothing to do with you. However, they need someone to blame for their faults and their shortcomings. People that will suck the life out of you and the positive energy when they enter a room or a conversation. Let me tell you something. That is not your problem to deal with. It is not cool at all. And that's the reason why today's episode is titled, It's Not Me, It's You. Because legit, a lot of us feel guilty and we double down. We back down and we dim our lights in order to accommodate people who feel some type of way, again, because of their crappy situation sometimes. But let me tell you something else. It may not be their season. It may be your time to shine and their time to learn a lesson. Their time to step it up. Their time to let things go. Their time to make changes or pivot or shift or whatever it is that is needed for change. We talk a lot about seasons on this show. I will say it all day, every day, that seasons change, people change. There are people in your life for seasons and reasons, and that is okay. You do not know what those people that may feel like they're just bringing the negativity, we may not know what they have going on in their lives, which may be causing them to not be where and what they ultimately want to be. But let me tell you something else. You, my friend, are exactly where you're supposed to be. You put in the work, you've done your research, you said your prayers, you pay for that gym membership, you're drinking all the water and doing all the things that you need to reach your goals. And that is fantastic. And you should never let anyone make you feel guilty for actually doing the work. Another example, when I mentioned water and goals, it just made me think about everyone's various fitness journeys. There are a lot of us, I'm raising my hand high, that have gained some weight during COVID. And there are some of us that have had lifelong struggles with weight. And there are some of us that may have a friend that decides to get up and do something about their weight, or something that's just not clicking when it comes to their mental health. And guess what we do when we see them looking cute, slim, trim, and just happy? We turn our nose up at the so-called friend or family member that actually showed up to do the work. Their progress and successes, they may make us feel some type of way. But my question is, why is that? How can you fault somebody that you know good and well has put in the work? Someone that has put in the time. Someone that has put in all the things needed to create a formula for a change for the better. How can you outright have an attitude, a stank face, as some call it, or whatever, when you know that that person has done the work, that that person has worked their butts off, that friend of yours has pushed through barriers and obstacles to reach their goals? There are some of us that like to work in silence, right? We like to do the work, and we like to launch projects. We like to go back to school. We like to try to start families or whatever it is without talking, and letting the world know what we're going to do next. There are some of us that just show up and do less talking and more action. And you're going to have folks that feel entitled to know what your every move is and everything that you're doing, so that they can track you, criticize you, and so forth. But check this out. You don't have to tell your friends and family every single step or everything that you plan to do. You have permission to walk and work in the way that best suits you, so that you can be fully focused without distractions, without commentary from the peanut gallery. Every opinion is not necessary when you are already doing what you need to do, and you know you are doing what you have been called to do, or that you know you are doing something that has ultimately been on your heart. So let's go back to these relationships that you have that you need to monitor as you grow, as you check the boxes, as you move along, as you become more successful, as you make more money, as you build houses, as you get that man, as you raise them babies. Think about those relationships and those people that will be affected when you do all these things. There are going to be some people, and I hate to say the word, but hating ass people that will show up on this journey and have a lot to say about what you have going on. And the sad thing is, a lot of these people may not even be hating on you in your face. They may be hating on you in the DMs, sending screenshots about your accomplishments, snickering, having things to say about it, making a side comment or a nasty remark. But that's okay, sis, because it's not you, it's them. It's their insecurities, their inabilities to make it all happen. All on them. Not your fault, not your issue. You're going to find out that there are people that are going to be talking about you on your rise up. You're going to find out that there are people who don't agree with how you do things, how you raise your family, how you live your life, or just how you move in general. But that's okay. My rule is this: if you don't pay my bills, then your opinion, you know what? It is just that. It is an opinion, and I have every right to ignore it and to ignore the attitude and the sense of entitlement that comes with it. Straight up, if they don't pay your bills, then they have no power, they have no authority, and the decisions are ultimately yours. All right? Think about that, because I know there are some people out there who have a lot of people talk, but they're not the ones that keep the lights on in your home. You have to stop giving people power over how you move, or, I hate to say it, when you move, and when your best interest is not always their priority. That attitude and energy that they are projecting on you is not your problem to deal with. It's not you, it's them. They got the issues and things that they need to work out in therapy. And look, I'm team therapy all day, every day. Y'all already know that. We sometimes have to take a look at ourselves and make the decision to change what we are not happy about when it comes to ourselves. We have to surrender and accept that we may need outside help if we are being triggered by other people's come up. So before I was talking about all of us that are moving and doing, and we got people on the sidelines with comments, but now I'm talking to the person that is the one that's making the comments and making the other people feel some type of way. I'm talking to you if you are the one triggered by other people's successes. Yes, it's kind of harsh. Yes, I know it may hurt, but the reality of it is hurt people hurt people. You may be hurt because you aren't where you want to be. You may be hurt and feeling fragile because you may feel like you failed at something. But again, seasons change. You're not always going to be in that situation. But when your time comes, know that you cheered someone else on and you supported them as they were on their come up. Because some of us believe in karma, and we want to know that when it is our turn, that we can smile and say that we were supportive. Straight up, supportive, cheerleading, and all of that. We are all guilty of talking crap about someone that we may have called a friend, gossiping and texting and all of that. We are human. But I want to make a deal. Let's make a deal today that we will stop hating and projecting our own insecurities onto other people that are undeserving of that negative energy. I also want to challenge you in this season to make a plan. Make a plan to get that big goal accomplished. Make a plan to get to work with your head down, unbothered by what someone else is doing or how they are doing it. Not your concern, not your issue. Because the more we are worried about what other folks are doing, the more we are scrolling on someone else's social media, the less time we have to work on our own stuff. The truth of the matter is, everyone is struggling through something. I guarantee you, if you ask your friends or your family if there is something that they are struggling with in silence, they will have an answer for you. Some of the answers may even surprise you. The problem is we sometimes see a smile or a polished image on social media and assume that everything is okay. People will see you with the house, the 2.5 kids, the picket fence, manicured lawns, and those smiles, but they don't really know what it took to get there. My inner circle and my husband, we talk about it all the time. They may never know the hurt of the people that live in that big house and drive that fancy car. We cannot possibly know everyone's story. And so that is why it is our responsibility to be kind and caring and compassionate, knowing that everyone is struggling with something. You may never know the person's story, and that is okay. But know that if you've hurt in your life and you suffered in silence, that we are all human and everyone has similar emotions and similar things that they go through. You may not see it, but it happens. We all have issues, straight up to the point, because life is hard, y'all, and no one's life is perfect. No one has it all together. They may look like they have it all together, but they don't. I'm raising my hand high as I say those words because I really do try to show up, even on the bad days, full face makeup and all of that. But there are days where I am struggling to get out of the bed, to push forward, and to show up. But you know what, you guys? We are all allowed to have days where we just need to decompress and step away. And that is okay. Find me someone that has it all together, and I will take you to Starbucks to grab you a pumpkin spice latte or whatever your heart desires, because pumpkin spice lattes are back. I just wanted to do this show because I know that there are a lot of you out there that are listening, my well-rounders, my goal-getters, that are about to embark on a new season of growth. You are about to start making goals and taking the steps to achieve said goals. You are about to crack open a new fresh set of power sheets and getting your favorite pen ready, and you are getting ready to show up for yourself and your family. And I applaud you for that. I want to encourage you to do just that. I want you to show up unapologetically. I want you to remind yourself as you encounter naysayers that it's not you, it's them that has the issues. It's them that they have issues that they need to overcome. You have people in your ear telling you you can't do things, someone telling you that you're wasting your time and that it'll never get done, or people don't want your offer, or people just don't want to be bothered with you. But I'm letting you know that it's not you, it's them. They may not want you to succeed because it's something secretly that they wanted to do and they failed at. But if you know that's where you're supposed to be and your heart's in it, go for it. That person, that naysayer, they need to focus on their own mess. They need to spend less time trying to tear you down in order to make themselves feel better. Stay the course. Stay focused, stay motivated, stay prayed up, stay stuck on gratitude, stay in your lane with your blinders on, stay #unbothered so you can get it all done. That book you want to write, write that book. Even if there's someone else who has a topic that you may have even read, write that book. Someone may need to hear your version. That course you want to create the damn course. Because the reality of it is there's a quadrillion, bajillion courses out there, but it may be your course that blesses someone on levels that you can't even imagine. So you have to be reminded that sometimes folks can be sent as distractions and a test to your testimony. But hopefully we can surround ourselves with folks that are placed in our lives to help us excel, to help us grow, and help us glow along the way. Along with folks in your corner, I want you to succeed. I want you to be happy. I want to celebrate you and your wins because you've earned it. And don't ever let anyone tell you that you haven't earned something that you put in the blood, sweat, and tears for. You deserve to be celebrated. Your accomplishments deserve to be celebrated because we know, I see you. We know what it took to get there. And as I wrap up my thoughts, because y'all, I warned you it was going to be a bit candid and I had a lot to say on this topic. I want you to be mindful of the people that you bring on this next journey with you. Take inventory and move folks out the way that don't belong in this next season of your life. It is okay to wish them well. It is okay to love them from afar and to continue to pray for them. Be cordial. Say your hellos, your highs, your how you doings. But after that, keep it moving and keep your eyes on the prize. If you want to focus on your glow up, or if you want to boss up, you want a degree up and get a higher education, then do it. Do what you know you've been called to do and what you feel drawn to do in this time of change and shift and pivot. Do what draws you closer to your purpose. Do it without giving a you know what about what they all have to say or how it's going to make other people feel when you win. Because when you make it to the top, you can always reach back and show them the way. You can show them how you did it. You can educate them, elevate them, and bless them in the process. To my friend that is dealing with hurt and frustration from friends or family making them feel less than or that they shouldn't be doing what feels right, I truly hope that today's message encourages you to shine on. Continue to show up as the best version of yourself and don't entertain the negativity. Step away from the toxicity before it brings you all the way down. Today is a reminder that there are some people that have to get their stuff together before they can join you on this journey. Unfortunately, there are some people that will always be insecure and feel some type of way surrounded by genuine people that are walking in their purpose, living out their passion, and those that are granting ourselves grace along the way. But it is not our job to make them feel a certain way or to feel comfortable in our successes. That's between them, their higher power, the therapist that they need, and more importantly, themselves. And to that person that knows that they have not been the nicest or that has been catty or rude or disrespectful or just not encouraging, you can always always go back and say, my bad, my apologies. I was feeling some type of way because X, Y, and Z, but I'm here ready for you to show up, to support you. I love you. I want to cheer you on, and I got you. It's never too late to be the change and to do what you know is right. Oh boy. So yes, I know it's a little harsh. I know it's all harsh coming out the gate for season 4. But I'm serious, y'all. It's been a message that's been in my heart for a minute. And I asked some people, I'm like, is it much to tell people that it's not you, it's the other person? Because sometimes people feel kind of weird saying that, well, it's their fault, not my fault, blah, blah, blah. But it's okay if you know straight up that some things are just wrong. So the conversations that I've been having with people, it's like, it's okay to tell people that you're just not being supportive and I need you to be there for me. And if you can't be there for me, I need to let you go. And that is okay. It ends today. It ends with people just having that effect on you. It's time for you to shine, show up. So we got a deal today. That is what you're going to do. And if you feel like today's message was right on time or news that you want to share with someone, tag them on Instagram on the post for today's podcast episode or on Facebook. Share this episode with your circle and tag me over on IG. I am at Coach for Creatives. Especially if you are tuned in today, screenshot, let me know you are rocking with me. And as I mentioned earlier, please leave us a review. A 5-star rating in Apple Podcasts would mean so much. And lastly, you better be subscribed to our newsletter where we share all of the details and goodness to our subscribers first. Details are always in the show notes on our website, awellroundedlifepodcast.com. Thank you guys for rocking with me for the first episode of season 4. I am back next week with a fun interview and some amazing guests for the rest of the season. Until next week, make sure you say hello over on the gram. Tag me. Let's connect. I love you. I appreciate you. And I'm cheering you on, Well-Rounder. Bye, friend. Friends, thanks for kicking it with us this week. Remember to subscribe so you're notified when a new episode airs. I'd love it if you leave us a review and share this goodness with your squad. Until next time, seek a well-rounded life and remember to focus on what matters most.